Star Wars Rogue Squadron III Rebel Strike on Gamecube has a connectivity feature with the Gameboy Advance. And it just might be the most pointless cube-to-GBA link function on the system. Strangely, the game doesn't explain this connectivity feature anywhere in-game. But when a GBA is connected to the cube via a link cable at any time, the GBA automatically and instantly displays a picture of the Rebel symbol with virtually no load time. The GBA will plainly display the screen until a two-player verse match is selected. The important detail to activate is the Wingman option, then start a battle on any map. When playing against another player, the GBA screen will display the Wingman D-pad selection. By tapping a direction on the GBA's D-pad, you can give your Wingman, if they're still alive, orders. Here's the thing though, the player can do this at any time by tapping the D-pad on the Gamecube controller. I guess using the GBA is a secretive way to give orders to your Wingman without your opponent knowing, but who cares? It isn't like your Wingman's orders contain game-breaking instructions. No, your Wingmen are simply going to follow you and shoot your opponent when they're within range. It isn't like this is some kind of a grand strategy game or anything. Also, it isn't like your Wingmen are fantastic pilots anyway. They're going to die almost instantly, and when they're gone, the GBA screen reverts back to the Rebel symbol. I actually had a hard time capturing footage of the GBA's D-pad orders because the Wingmen can die within seconds of a match. Besides, taking your hands off the cube controller to tap a direction on the GBA D-pad isn't intuitive in a fast-paced action game. But if you want to get really stupid, two GBAs can be linked so each player can have their own. And that's it, the GBA does nothing else. Which leads me to speculate that this feature was added like 1 week before the game went gold just so they can add the GBA link icon at the back of the box. The devs just reused the D-pad icon on the GameCube screen, slapped it on the GBA in all its pixelated glory, and hoped players would find this cumbersome way to play entertaining. This is actually kinda weird because the Rogue Squadron games are actually pretty good. And Rebel Strike actually has some badass extras like including some of the Star Wars arcade games. This is usually where I say something like, even though the link feature sucks, it's still cool that it was included because not many games had a cube-to-GBA link feature, blah blah blah. But no, this GBA link mode is awful. It's underdeveloped, it's pointless, and it actually makes the game harder to play moving between two controllers. So yeah, this might be the worst cube-to-GBA link function in the history of the console. But what do you think? Have you ever played Rebel Strike 3? Have you ever connected a GBA to the cube? Why does this game make you sit through the ridiculous Death Star disco ball dance animation every time you boot it up? What does disco dancing have anything to do with wars fought amongst the stars? Let me know in the comments. And if you want to learn more about cube-to-GBA connectivity, check out my dedicated playlist right here on my channel. Until next time, thank you for watching and game on.